One sec. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this warm-up live stream before the publication roadmap. My name is Randerson Cardozo. I'm a cardiologist in Boston, and I'm honored today to welcome to this chat Sara Hira. Sara is from Pakistan, and she's an aspiring ophthalmologist, and she's going to tell us all about her journey of learning how to do publications, the same journey that I will teach you guys in the publication roadmap. So before I go on any further and pass the word here for Sara, I just want to remind everyone that on September 7 and 8 at midday London time, the same time, we're going to have the publication roadmap where I'm going to explain to you guys how to walk the same pathway that Sara did. So Sara, thank you so much for joining. Would you mind introducing yourself to everyone, please?
Thank you, Dr. Anderson, for inviting me for the interview. I'm so much grateful to you. Okay, I'm Dr. Sara and I'm from Pakistan and I aspire to be an ophthalmologist. And before that, currently I'm working as a medical officer in ophthalmology department in Lahore. And I joined the Meta-Analysis Academy in 2023, which was the first international cohort of the Meta-Analysis Academy. And it was a wonderful experience. And I'm glad that I trusted Dr. Anderson and he over-delivered.
Wonderful. Sara, when did you graduate medical school?
I graduated medical school in 2021, and after that, I did my house job, and now I'm working as a medical officer.
Okay, so in Pakistan, medical school is 6 years, like in Brazil?
No, it's 5 years and 1 year of house job.
As a house officer, yeah?
Yeah.
That would be the equivalent of like maybe an intern. Do you rotate in different services?
Yeah, we rotated in 4 rotations during our house job, 3 months each rotation.
And those are the big like areas like medicine, surgery.
Yeah, medicine, surgery, and 2 electives. Like I did rheumatology and ophthalmology.
Okay, so great. Awesome. And then since graduating medical school, you've been what have you been up to? What have you been doing?
Yeah, I have been building up my CV because I wanted to apply for the residency. And so my main goal was to improve my research. And like I wanted to be a pro in research, but there are not many opportunities here. And even when I asked my seniors about how should I do the publications and other things, they didn't really have much knowledge about it. And only the people doing our here are the cross-sectional studies and not really the RCTs and other good research study designs, just the cross-section studies, and that's it. So whenever I ask someone, I didn't really get a perfect answer from anybody here. And even if they have done the studies, they don't really, like, they're not experts at it. So I was always looking for the opportunities, like how should I learn the research and whatever. So one day I was searching on Instagram, like hashtag research, and there I found about Meta-Analysis Academy. I don't know how did I get to know about it, but it was like wonderful. And so I similarly, like people are attending here the publication roadmap. I also, after that, like coincidentally, I don't know how things are planned, but when I was looking for the opportunity, I found one and I attended your publication roadmap just like people are attending right now. And then I really liked the idea, the 10-step process. Like before that, I had taken one course on meta-analysis, but I didn't really understand it. So the thing that you described, the 10-step process, it's really effective. Like it's just like math, plus minus things, and then you get to do the publication, right? So I decided to join it, although the fee, like for the Pakistani students, I want to tell you that it's a little bit like on the higher side. So I had to decide, like, should I join it, not join it? But I was really convinced about joining it after watching a publication roadmap. So I decided to invest in it, and I joined it. And after your first session, the kickoff meeting, I really liked it and I wanted to pursue it. And I just got the publication just because of your constant support and motivation. Like you said, that just be persistent. One word that is common throughout the session was that be persistent and you will get the reward. And that's what happened.
That's amazing. What a journey. Guys, so let me share with you a little bit of Sara's work here. It's been about 1 year since she did the Meta-Analysis Academy, since she learned the publication roadmap. And Sara published as a first author in the Journal of Cataract and Refractory Surgery. So this publication here is with another group of colleagues, some of whom she met in the Meta-Analysis Academy. Like there's people from Brazil, from India here, from the United States, like Julia Del Valle. So some of these are students from the Meta-Analysis Academy. Sara, this is a comparison of refractory surgeries with and without corneal cross-linking. It's a systematic review and meta-analysis. Can
Yeah.
you walk us through? You're not an ophthalmologist yet, but you're first author on this great publication. Can you just walk through how you had this idea, how you developed
Yeah.
work?
It's just such a great story. It's just so amazing. Let me start from the beginning, that how I got the idea and how I made it to the end. Like it's just so amazing. Like everybody can inspire from the story. So during our classes in the Meta Analysis Academy, you told from the very first class, that is on the idea development, amazing 9 amazing secrets of getting the ideas, basically. That's what you teach us in that class. And then actually the thing that you told us about, that ideas from the mentors and our experts in the field. So during my house job, I got to attend one session on the refractive surgeries, which was LASIK and SMILE. So from there I knew that okay, SMILE is something new in ophthalmology regarding the refractive surgeries. Refractive surgeries, for the audience, I want to tell that it's used to correct the refractive error in the people. Like it's not really for the disease, it's kind of a cosmetic procedure, like for most of the people. But because most of the people use the glasses and they are good to go. But so then I got to know my expert, like my HOD, head of the department, introduced me to the SMILE surgery. And then, okay, after the first lecture, I started looking for the ideas. I thought, okay, let me do some meta-analysis and related to the SMILE surgery. And then what happened, I found that there were already a lot of meta-analysis on that topic. Then I continued searching about it after class 2 and 3. Then the next step, that viability assessment. So the other secret that you told us in the meta-analysis academy about the journal thing. So I had subscribed to the journals, and there I got to know like some American Journal of Ophthalmology. They were talking about riboflavin and ultra. I searched, but I searched what is this thing. So I got to know, okay, this is called cross-linking, and I didn't know anything about cross-linking at that time. And then I combined that SMILE in that cross-linking thing, and then I generated a new idea. And to my surprise, initially I didn't found many articles for the viability, but after the screening, I had 28 studies for my meta-analysis. Like
Wow.
I made it broad. So I had to work on, and this was about the idea development. And then about my team, like I had super amazing team. Do you talk about Julia is such an amazing person. I just can't describe. I found her in the meta-analysis academy. I applied to the experts program, but I wasn't accepted there. But during the tutoring session, I was asking the amazing tutors that we have in our tutoring sessions, like my questions regarding the meta-analysis, and there was Julia. And Julia told me, okay, I am an ophthalmologist in Brazil and I can help you with your idea. So she joined me as a senior author, and other of my friend Kelly, she's also she was a medical student at that time in Brazil. And three of us formed a group and started working on a project. And I had Julia, and she, both of them really helped me, and we like got the idea further. And then two or three or more people, Kush was also an ambassador in the meta-analysis academy, as well as Anna Felix is also an ambassador. Like the whole team is amazing. All of them are like ambassadors in meta-analysis academy now, and Julia is an expert for the ophthalmology in the meta-analysis academy. So this is how we formed a team, and then we got this publication, and it was also accepted at the American Society of Cataract and Refractive Surgery before
Wow.
it was published.
Wow.
And also this article was not only, it wasn't rejected, I just submitted it to the first journal, it was accepted there with with just one revision only, like the minor revisions. And
That's
I was so
amazing.
surprised. Like from this I learned that whenever we are going for idea, we don't know if it's good or bad. Like we have some idea, but not that much, like if it will be accepted or rejected. But from this I learned that we should always go aim higher. Like what will happen, what will be the worst thing in the world? It will only be a rejection. You can go for another journal later on, but I think you should aim higher and go for the higher journal, and then move on to the other ones, because you don't know how good is your idea, and the other journal just accept it. But it's also a very good journal of cataract and refractive surgery. But my other goal was to get a publication in the prestigious journal, which is American Journal of Ophthalmology. And then later on, Julia formed a group with the other meta-analysis academy students, Matthew Ahuda, which is the first author of our AJO publication. So that's how we then worked on it, and then we got it published. It was like a huge idea by Matthew. He's a retina specialist in Brazil. So
That's
that's
great.
how
We're
we
gonna
worked on it.
we're gonna talk about that other publication in just a second. Before I do that, I want to show everyone the 10-step process that Sarah is describing is this. It's the journey of learning systematic reviews and meta-analysis that we teach in the Meta-Analysis Academy. So the first class is how to develop ideas, and Sarah applied one of those methods she just described to develop this great idea in ophthalmology, even though she's not an ophthalmologist yet. She's still in her journey to become one. So you guys, if you like cardiac surgery or if you like, pediatrics, cardiology, you will be able to develop ideas once you go through our training program, because we teach you how to systematically and consciously, purposefully derive these ideas. And then Sarah went through this whole process step by step, leading it as first author. Sarah, I want to ask you, before we talk about that American Journal of Ophthalmology paper, uh, what was how much research were you able to do during medical school? Like, I know you told me about some difficulty with getting research done locally. Were you able to get anything done as a med student?
Nothing at all.
Wow, well, why
You
not?
don't know
What
how
were the
amazing it was when I got my first publication in JCRS. Like, it was dream come true.
Very good. And what were some of the barriers? Let me show you again, folks, that publication in JCRS. It's a great journal, guys. It's indexed in PubMed. So this is by Sara, comparison of refractory surgeries in the Journal of Cataract Surgery. And then in a second, we're going to talk about this huge publication in the American Journal of Ophthalmology. But before we do that, Sara, can you elaborate a little bit more on why was it so hard to publish in medical school?
Yeah, definitely. Uh, Before that, I would like to also the topic that we were just discussing. I will come to your question.
Yeah.
Whenever I show my seniors that I did this meta-analysis, they always start asking me, "Okay, where did you get the data for this meta-analysis? What were your patients?" And then I tell them, "No, I didn't do the refractive surgery. I don't have the patients. I do it on already published studies." And they were like, "Really?" They're like they are shocked, like, because no one knows about this secret method of publishing in good journals. So I would highly recommend everyone to learn it and just excel in your career, because not only you get the publications, but your learning journey, like, it goes way above. Like, now I know what are refractive surgeries, what procedures, what literature has been published on this topic. Like, you learn, other than getting the publication, which is the ultimate reward, but you also learn in your field. So I always tell other people, like, always pursue the topic of interest, not just getting the publication. Okay, you get publication, fine, but just go for the area of interest. That's the perfect thing. And then when I come to the barriers, so a lot of barriers.
Before you answer that, I just want
Yeah,
to elaborate on what you said just quickly. This is such an important point, what you just did. Last time I was here doing a live stream, one of the people who were listening put a question in the chat, and you guys can put questions in the chat too. But someone said, I'm a first-year medical student, I'm a second-year medical student. I don't know yet about surgery, or I can't remember which field she was interested in. How am I going to learn how to do these publications? But you will become an expert in the matters that you're interested in, just like Sara described right now. So as she did this, not only she applied the meta-analysis methods, the research methods and statistics, but she also got to learn and become better and better at the topic itself in refractory surgeries in this case. And that's great for her because she wants to be an aspiring ophthalmologist. So you guys will learn the clinical and surgical topics as you do your research on those topics. You don't have to be an expert and a specialist before you do research. Agree, Sara?
yeah. And now talking about the barriers that I had to face during the medical school. So the major barrier was that no one was telling me how to do research. And there was like even if there was research going on, it like I don't know why people hide it from other people, but that was the thing. Like they didn't tell about it, and like it's not prevalent much. But although they want research publications, but not a very good culture. So the perfect thing about meta-analysis is that you can do it independently, as Dr. Anderson told us. So you don't really have to rely on other people. You just need minimum of two people and a senior author to help you regarding your topic. So you can do it on your own with independence and autonomy. That's the perfect thing about meta-analysis.
Yeah, that's it, guys. Autonomy is the key word here. Autonomy does not mean you will do it alone. You will have a good research group. You will meet people in our community after you guys do the Meta-Analysis Academy. But really, you will learn how to do this without having to depend on your medical school, on your hospital, on your ethics committee, on a statistician. You will have all the tools. That's why we teach you these 10 steps. We teach you how to develop your own ideas, how to build the research question, which is what Tajamo put in the chat here. We teach you how to test the viability and do all the different steps, including statistics, including writing the manuscript, and then finally submitting it for publication. So you guys will learn this step by step, this journey of doing it with autonomy. That's key. And again, if you're joining now, you will don't forget to watch the publication roadmap that happens on July 2nd and 3rd. Sorry, September 7 and 8. I was having another date in front of me. So September 7 and 8 at midday at 12 p.m. London time. Don't miss the publication roadmap. Sarah, let's talk about this other phenomenal publication, which is this one that you guys published in the American Journal of Ophthalmology. So this is a high-ranking ophthalmology journal. You mentioned that the first author is Matheus Arruda. He is an ophthalmologist in Brazil. Then you have
Yeah.
Robin and Sara Hira. He has third author. This is a comprehensive meta-analysis on the role of analgesics and anti-inflammatories in pan-retinal photocoagulation. This is just mind-blowing. Publication in the American Journal of Ophthalmology. Tell us the journey of this paper, please.
Yeah, so this was like the next cohort of the meta-analysis academy, and all these people were from the next cohort, and they joined the expert group. And I already knew Julia, so I want to highlight the importance of networking here. Like through meta-analysis, I was able to network with other ophthalmologists in the world. So networking is the key. Networking, like meta-analysis really helped me with networking. Like not only the ophthalmologist, I was working with like helping other people regarding the other ideas. So I also got in contact with the psychiatrist and like cardiologist. So networking next level. So if in this group I like Matthew, this was Matthew's idea basically, and he got this idea because he's a retina specialist. So pan retinal photocoagulation is a procedure that we do for people having the problems in their retina. And then he developed this idea while working in the clinic, as he told me. So he was working on it, and then we worked on it together, and then we got it published. And our senior author is Julia here as well, and Mariana is also an expert in the meta-analysis academy. So this was our whole group, and it was like amazing. There was time zone differences, and I had to wake up at like 5 or 6 a.m. to attend the meetings for this. Like you have to put your effort definitely, but for by like they were amazed, like how can you like so diligent in waking up early in the morning to attend the meetings. But I had to, because that was the only, like Julia was in US, and Matthew was in Brazil, and other people were in Brazil, and I was in Pakistan. So we want to have like common time, and we had to meet at that time to get our things forward. So amazing. I can't hear you.
Sorry,
Okay.
can you share a little bit about the excitement that it was to get these publications out, like from you and the group, like having these accepted?
Oh, amazing. Everyone was like dancing with the excitement. So amazing, like amazing. I can't really describe. Like it's a dream come true. Like one day I was in the house job. When I started to talk about the AGO publication, in the house job, one day I was sitting and I was holding the AGO paper in my hands, and I was thinking like, who are those people in this world who publish papers in this journal, and like, are there opportunities in Pakistan available that I can publish here, or what do I have to do? Like, it was something out of the world for me, and I didn't know that one day I will also have my name in that journal as well. Like, it's just a dream come true, and then you get the confidence, and then you think that, okay, if I can achieve this, if God can make things possible for me, and I can achieve bigger things as well. So confidence here.
That's amazing. That's super. It's a really inspiring story, yours. You've done so well, and you come. A lot of people here are from, places like South America, India and Pakistan, Africa, and even in Europe. And people think that in their medical school there are no research opportunities, and they think that it's like unique, but it's not unique. It's like everywhere around the world, it's the same. So, but you guys can learn a method like Sara did that will allow you to publish great papers with autonomy. And I just want to emphasize that we're talking a lot about ophthalmology here because this is Sara's area of interest. That's where her publications are. But last week I spoke with the Nilsa from Mozambique in Africa, and she's published a lot in internal medicine, cardiology, and nephrology. Someone asked here in Bunga asked about dermatology, and just yesterday we had one of our students had this amazing publication in the Journal of the American Academy of Dermatology, evaluating antihistamines for treatment of acne. This is one of the top journals in dermatology, the Journal of American Academy of Dermatology. So it's really a great, great opportunity for you guys to learn to publish with autonomy, regardless of your field of interest. So whether it's nutrition or any other field like you guys have put in the chat. Sara, there's a question for you here by Emmanuel in the chat. Emmanuel says, how did you contact Dr. Mateos? How did you get in touch with this great group? I know you talked a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Can
So
you?
I got in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I got in touch with these amazing people through the Meta Analysis Academy, and we have to, in the Meta Analysis Academy, we have tutoring sessions. So if we have any question regarding the meta analysis or any part of it, we attend weekly sessions. Like, there are 2 or 3 sessions every week during our journey in the Meta Analysis Academy, and there in that meeting I met Julia, and through Julia I met other people.
Very good. So guys, the experts program is also an opportunity for you to connect with specialists in our program. Like Julia, for example, is an expert. So people who may be interested, let's say, in cardiac surgery, they will have the opportunity to submit their ideas and projects to a specialist, like a cardiac surgeon who is in our community and will potentially mentor the students. But I want to emphasize to you guys that there are multiple different ways in which you could find these mentors. What's important is that in the Meta-Analysis Academy, you learn the methods yourself. So then when you do that, when you learn the methods yourself, you have a lot of freedom. You can go and you can invite someone from your own institution to be your mentor. You can invite, like we have a student who is a third-year med student in Brazil, and he invited a chief of electrophysiology at Harvard to be a collaborator in his work, to work together. So he's a med student, third year, but he invited a doctor from Harvard to collaborate in his work. And then with this, they formed a bond, a connection, networking. And now the doctor from Harvard brought the student for an observership. He came and spent 1 month here in Boston because of the networking through research. Like even Sara's case is Julia, I think she's at Iowa in the United States, University of Iowa. Mateus is in São Paulo. And these connections happened because of Sara's idea in her first paper, then collaborating with someone else in their own paper, and then you grow your network. Not only you get publications, but you meet more and more people, right?
I would like to add another thing here as well. after like my paper was published, I got the invites for as a reviewer as well. So I was invited by American Journal of Ophthalmology International. Like it's another branch of American Journal of Ophthalmology, and they invited me to review a paper which was similar to my topic, that was on the refractive surgery. So that was amazing as well. I didn't like think about it before.
That's amazing. So this guy, this being a reviewer for journals is really valued in academia, in academic medicine. So you guys will have the opportunity during your careers as you publish papers to also be reviewer for papers. And this will allow you to build a strong CV when you apply for residency in the United States or for any other goals. When you are a reviewer for journals, it really speaks volume. It speaks highly of you as a researcher, as an academic doctor, that you're invited as an expert to review the works of others. So, guys, if you're joining just now, I'm talking here with Sara Hira, who is a doctor from Pakistan. She graduated a few years ago and she wants to become an ophthalmologist. And during medical school, she didn't really have a lot of research opportunities. But then, after doing the publication roadmap, joining the Meta Analysis Academy, she now has a publication in the prestigious American Journal of Ophthalmology as a co-author and as a first author in the Journal of Cataract and Refractory Surgery. And Sara, you said that this was also presented at at a conference.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
go to?
it was accepted, but I wasn't able to attend it. But American Society of Cataract and Refractive Surgery,
Okay, did
like
anyone?
top right corner, they have written it. Like it's the same journal by them.
Great. Did anyone go to present from your group?
No,
Okay.
no,
So this was
because they had other meetings at that time.
gotcha. So guys, this was also accepted in the American Society of Cataract and Refractory Surgery, a great meeting. Unfortunately, people weren't able to go and present. So Sara, what comes next in your career? I mean, you've done so well so far with these publications and abstracts accepted at conferences. What is the next step in your journey?
So now, after achieving all this, I want to pursue a residency in United States, inshallah. So I want like ophthalmologist and US.
Great. That's amazing. Obviously, that's a very challenging aspiration, but publications are a very important component of this. And of course, the networking, meeting people, which you've already started to do. Very good. This will open opportunities in Sara's career, guys, and then yours as well. Um, so Sara, let's just before we wrap up, I want to talk about something that's really scary to a lot of people. One is how to develop ideas. You kind of touched on that, but the other one that people are scared of is the statistics.
Oh, yes.
They haven't had good research training in medical school on how to do statistics. They feel very lost. They don't know how to do it. How was it for you? Did you have an extensive statistics background, or did you learn it in your journey in the Med Academy?
Meta-analysis academy just set everything for me, and I became an expert in statistics after that module on statistics. Like meta-analysis academy does not only teach you the basic pairwise meta-analysis, like there are different kinds of meta-analysis. So there's basic pairwise and then network and single arm meta-analysis. You guys will learn in the meta-analysis academy. But like I had little knowledge about the statistics, like the biostats part that we read about in our medical school, only that part. So after joining the meta-analysis academy, I got to know about R, about Revman. All these are statistical softwares that we learn in the meta-analysis academy, and like really they set the base for you, and then you can go to achieve higher things. Like not only the statistics, the writing part as well. Like I didn't know how to write an excellent paper. Like I was very shocked when I sent like the first manuscript that I wrote, I sent to people and they said me it's like crisp and very good written. And I just followed the recipe that Dr. Anderson told us in the meta-analysis academy. That's it. I didn't do anything on my own, but everything like you touch on really all the aspects of the research project and you like set to go to achieve higher things. Like after you learn R, you go for the higher statistics. Okay, now learn this. Like it just build and build.
That's so, guys, exactly like Sara said, we'll teach you all the different steps, all those nine modules all those 10 modules that Sara shared with you guys. We have them here in the Med Academy. and one of them is the statistics. And in statistical module, you guys will learn the different software. You learn statistics, you have your own class, but on statistics, but you also learn Review Manager, you learn how to operate on R, and then you have advanced topic in statistics. So you shouldn't be concerned about, oh, I don't know statistics. You will learn it like everything else. And then in the Meta Academy, you will also learn all the other steps, including submission to a journal, writing the manuscript. Sara said it's just a recipe that you have to follow, the statistics and everything else. So, Sara, I'm really proud of what you've done so far, what you've accomplished. I'm excited for other projects and the next steps in your career. Are you working on any other research projects as well?
Yeah, I'm working on dozens of research projects right now. So
Dozens.
yeah, dozens. Like I now, first I only was working on one. Now I have so many projects that I have shortage of time now.
Wow, dozens. That's incredible. That's amazing. So it does happen. That is one side effect of learning this and doing a lot of research groups, guys,
Yeah,
that you get involved in so many research and you have to prioritize. You have to start saying no to so many.
yeah,
Some are great projects because you start running out of time to do a lot of different things at the same time.
yeah, really, really. And it's very difficult to say, oh, you think that okay, it's a great project, but if get accepted at a good place and you said no to the great opportunity, like what's going to happen next? So that happened as well.
And then I just want to emphasize also on this topic, guys, that you have to, as you build your research collaborations and your groups and your network, you guys always have to keep in mind to do first author publications like Sara has done. You can't just be part of a group and be fifth author every time. So that's why the Meta Analysis Academy is so transformative in your career because you guys learn how to lead. You learn how to be first author. You learn how to develop your ideas, how to do statistics yourself, how to put together a good research group. You meet people that can help you. So you learn how to not only do the steps, but you learn how to lead and be first author. And then, of course, you can publish a lot of papers as co-author, as long as you're also doing yours as first author to show that you are able to do the steps yourself. Very good. Excellent. So, Sara, this has been great. Great to talk to you. You have such an inspiring story. Again, if you're joining right now, Sara is from Pakistan. So it's really easy for someone from a small town in Brazil or in Pakistan or someone in India and someone in Africa to say, "Oh no, I don't have research opportunities here. I can't do research." But then Sara here has gone on to publish in ophthalmology, which is a competitive field in the Journal of Cataract and Refractory Surgery, in the American Journal of Ophthalmology. She has many ongoing projects. So your story is a real inspiration. I'd like you to ask you before we wrap up, Sara, what words of advice do you have for people who are listening and they are inspired by your story? They see you and they say, "Oh, I want to be like Sara. I want to publish those great papers as well. I want to do the networking." So what advice do you have for these people?
One main advice is that whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve it. Like you can achieve it, everything that you put your mind to. Okay. And second is persistence. Like you told us, you can achieve everything by persistence. If you think that you can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, it's not none of this is to say that Sara's journey was a walk in the park, that it was easy. Like she had to put in the effort. She really had to dedicate herself to get this done. She worked hard for it by doing the classes, the exercises, coming to tutoring sessions. But the difference between this and your other research efforts, guys, is that the results will show up. Like you get a lot of great results if you put in the time and you put in the work. And Sara has done that. So, Sara, it's been great to have you here. You have such an inspiring story. I'm very honored and proud to have you as part of the meta-analysis community. And I wish you success in your future projects and in your aspirations to become an ophthalmologist. And if you guys want to learn how to do the same, you join the publication roadmap September 7 and 8 at midday London time. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this. Thank you so much for joining
I
today.
want to, oh, I want to like thank you so much. I owe it all to you. if you hadn't started this academy, I wouldn't be here. That's the simple thing.
Thank you. It means a lot to me.
And your dedication and your hard work, it's true inspiration for me. I always get like motivated by you, the hard work you are putting in the academy, the organized system of the academy, the ambassadors, the tutoring sessions, like the networking opportunities. Everything is just so inspiring and so amazing. I just can't describe it. Like, you're a cardiologist, and people think that cardiologists are the busiest people in the world. And I don't know how you manage everything in the Meta Analysis Academy. Like, this is huge and so inspiring. And I like all these efforts. I just look at you and I got inspired by you, and I want to do the hard work as well.
Thank you so much, Sarah. It's the reason why I do it is because of stories like yours. It's such it gives me a great sense of a purpose, to be able to contribute and help people like yourself. And you help me too, having you as part of the community and having your results and your accomplishments, the things that will occur in your career as a result is truly an honor for me. And I'm very, very grateful to you as well. Thank you so much for
Thank you so
your
much.
time. You guys have a good day. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks for the publication roadmap. We will have other live streams. Please make sure to tune in for the schedule, and we will post a recording here so you guys can watch it later on as well. Bye, Sarah. Thank you so much. Have a good
Bye.
day.
Goodbye.
Bye.